may be worth it.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
Okay, so we're talking about Dalen, Mr. Do Everything Terry today, because I have to say, I've looked into him. I didn't know a lot about him prior to this, and I have to say I'm very, very impressed. Now, first and foremost, this is what we're going to do, okay? We're going to go ahead and see where is he on this list. And as you can see, as it stands right now, they have him around 43. I've seen him move quite a bit, but all you really need to know is that he's going to be a second-round draft pick. More than likely, he will be a second-round draft pick. And there's reasons for that. And I'm going to be completely honest and transparent of what type of player he is. But for what you're getting, I think that it's good enough. Now, let's go ahead and look into the stats because that's what we always do first. Now, 8 points per game, 4.8 rebounds, 3.9 assists, 50% field goal percentage. Now, at first glance, you might look at this and say that's not that big a deal, especially with the 50% field goal percentage because he is a slasher. That's what he is. More than likely, that's what he's going to be playing. That's kind of his role. But with that being said, if you look here, he's improved from his freshman year to now. He actually improved a lot. He doubled his points, but not only that, he doubled his assists, more than doubled his assists actually. Steals went from 0.7 to 1.2 steals per game. His 3-point percentage went from 33 to 36. Now, what I really like is the fact that his field goal, he's actually taken more shots, twice as many shots, but his field goal percentage went up to 50. So it went from 41 to 50. So it seems as if, just from what I'm seeing, is that he is a very hard-working player. He is improving his game nonetheless. Now, here's the thing, okay? It's not a lot out there on him. I'm gonna be honest. If you try to look into him at all, it's really hard to find anything. There's nothing online as far as like people breaking them down. It's very few articles on him, and that's probably due to him coming into the second round and the fact that he's getting outshined by your boy Benedict. Now, speaking of Benedict, this is what I wanted to bring up. So I called him Mr. Do Everything. I didn't make up that name. It was actually Benedict and his teammates that made it up. So he said, we call him Mr. Do Everything. Getting rebounds, scoring, and making passes is good for the team. A really good thing to see. So he could probably more than likely fit in any system. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. He would fit in any system. Because overall, what I really like as well is that he's very balanced, and that's where that Mr. Do Everything comes from. Now, while I said, and this is just from my personal, what I've seen, okay, if you've seen full on all his games this season, please correct me, but from what I've seen is he's a very good off-ball player, not necessarily somebody that you can look at and say, hey, go give me a bucket you by yourself. It seems like he needs quite a bit of setup, whether it be a open three or whether it be him slashing off ball to the rim. That's what I've seen, and that's what I'm going to stick to right now until I'm corrected. But overall, everything that he does is high energy. He's going 150 miles per hour every single game, just doing anything he can to get his team that W. Now, there's one player in particular that he actually reminds me of that I had to at least bring up. He reminds me of Iman Shumpert. And the reason being is because he's kind of that player. I mean, even in college, Shumpert was pretty well-rounded. I never saw him as necessarily a star. He could have potentially been there, and he definitely has more hops, I think, than Dalen Terry. But I never saw him as coming into the league or while he was in the league being a star, being a superstar by any means. But he's always been a very good role player who can do kind of everything. Anything you ask him to do, he'll do it for you. So that's where I'm kind of drawing this comparison to, where I just see Dalen Terry as the same type of player. Now, as far as physicality wise, not necessary. Okay, Dalen Terry is definitely bigger. He's 6'7", 195 pounds. And as we can see here, Iman Shumpert is a measly, I'm just kidding, not measly, 6'5", 212 pounds. So Shumpert is a little heavier and shorter, but obviously Dalen Terry has potential to be bigger than that. And I'm sure he's going to add on some weight once he gets in the NBA. So overall, look, I'm not looking for him to be a star, be a superstar, anything like that, but he is someone who can go into almost any system in the NBA, I think, and thrive. And I just want to show you this just because I was geeking out about it because it was pretty dope. Look at this. That's just dope. I'm sorry. Hold on. He does it again. Oh my goodness, that's just beautiful. I know a lot of NBA players can do that, but I don't know. I geek out. All right, so let's go ahead and look at pros and cons about Dalen Terry and see what they have to say and see if I agree with any of it. So he's projected second round to undrafted. I'm seeing second round. God, guys, this is such a deep draft. Oh my goodness. All right, so pros: adequate scorer off the dribble, excels at scoring on off-ball motion plays, decent playmaker, decent rebounder, decent at everything, decent defender that can get steals, solid athlete. Now here's the cons: need to improve his shooting. Overall, I felt like his shooting wasn't bad necessarily. I mean, I don't know. That's pretty good. But moving on. Struggles to score in traffic. Well, I think that's partly due to what I was saying. He's not necessarily going to be a star. I don't think so. Unselfish to a fault. Well, that comes into that role-playing mentality. Can play too wildly on offense. Okay, I don't know a lot about that. Extreme low-volume player. Yes. Can be undisciplined defensively. Sure, I don't know. Needs to add strength, and that's what we talked about. So if he's going to be what I'm projecting, an Amon Shumpert type player, then he's going to have to add on a little bit of weight as well. So here we go. Dalen Terry is an athletic, energetic swingman that excels at attacking the basket to score and get assists. He also is an active player that rebounds and defends well, but he will need to improve his jump shot and be more assertive on offense. Well, that comes into that star mentality, right? Currently, he projects to be a second round prospect whenever he decides to enter the NBA draft. And this was updated on, April 22nd. Not bad. So overall, look, I really want to know what you guys think about him. But as far as my first impressions, what I got from this is he's going to be a guy that goes onto any team and be able to legitimately, and I mean legitimately, be a really good team player for that squad. So let me know what you think. I'll give it to you guys later. If you want to support the channel, only $2 a month. Till next time, deuces.